logged in fam SDC Mojosick, the good handsome village boy. I'm back. Today we have my third mukbang. So what we have at first cacao, white charge from East movement with guarana and cola not cola not here. So we have that, 3 apples, 3 Mejolin dates, yeah, I think so, and Demeter yogurt, salt, some nuts. We're putting all in that jar. And so we have a watermelon. I'm gonna eat the half today, right now, and the other half at evening. And we have juice, vegetable juice. So I started fast yesterday, where I eat my Jimmy. From that until now I fasted, and yeah, enjoy it. Drop a like, drop a comment, and don't forget, SDC we catch every soul with love and peace, and SDC nobody can leave. And we're going to that on a show from Max Fry. So Max Fry, shout out to you. Thank you, cuz only love. I appreciate you. Thank you that you put me on a guest list. Boom. We on that. We on that. Every day. Shout out Max Fry. We buzzing. When you know, you know. And so because of enough. So I have apples in there, and we put in 4 spoons of Demeter. You would see that. And 4. And of course I'm putting I open that package currently right now, and when you drink coffee or matcha, don't drink that. Don't drink it. Drink white charge, because matcha is in there, raw cacao is in there, 75%. Guarana powder, 8% is in there, and matcha powder is also in there. Yeah, a little bit of koala powder, 5%, and cinnamon, of course, and Himalaya salt. So it's raw, it's delicious. Why? I know it. I don't need to taste it. Why? Because come on. And Elias, when you see that, give me a call. Let's do it. We put in and of course that's 250 grams gram bag, you know. We put in too much. See that? Boom. So we have that. Oh, delicious. I love it. I love it every second. And of course we have not the half watermelon. I have the half like watermelon, you know. We have that. And we have that. And we're putting some salt in that. Why? Because we need salt, you know. Yeah, that. And putting some nuts in, and some we have cashew, peanuts, and I don't know what they're called in English, so in German it's Mandel. When you know, you know. Yeah, gonna stir it up. But I'm gonna start to make another video, so I think we need more yogurt. Maybe. We got that. I'm gonna put some peanuts on the top. Actually, only cashews on the top. The mukbangs will be awesome. Mukbangs. We're gonna let the video in the background so you can listen it and you can watch me. So yeah. And when you don't have anything for eat, pull up some food and enjoy the little mukbang. I hate German ads.
I was listening to this recording and I thought, it would be phenomenal for work with him. Well, that was in 1986. I went through and I decided I want to work with him.
And of course, I have a hot water bottle. Come on, because we need to relax our liver. So when you know, I relax actually. I relax actually every day my liver with a hot water bottle every day, every second actually. Why? Because health is wealth. Let's go with the mukbang.
Then he asked me if I thought he was a happy person. I said, he said, you ever see me sick? I had to admit I hadn't. He said, you ever see me when I was broke? I had to admit I hadn't. This guy always had money on him, and quite a bit of it. He said, Bob, you're one of the most miserable people I've ever met. Now, this is in 1961. He said, you're always sick. He said, you don't know the term illness, but you're always got a cold, headache, something. And he said, you're always broke. Now, he was so right. I was earning $4,000 a year. I owed $6,000. Now, I want you to think of this. At the time, I had 2 months high school. I had no business experience at all. I was 26. I left school when I was 15. I worked all over the place. I was in the Canadian Navy. I worked in bars and factories. Always dumb jobs. No wonder I was unhappy, sick, and broke. I studied them. I read them. He said, "Do you ever read anything?" And I said, "No, I can't read." And that's when he introduced me to this book. And he said, "Bob, Napoleon Hill studied 500 of the world's most successful people over many, many years. And it was at the counseling of the richest man in the world that he did that, Andrew Carnegie. And he found there was a golden thread running through their life. And he wrote the laws of achievement. I have the laws of achievement right here. And there, right there. There's 8 little books. And that's the laws of achievement. Now, he wrote those at the request of Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie said it was a shame, like people like himself, who was the wealthiest man in the world, is going to their grave with all his knowledge locked up in their bones. He said nobody's ever organized the laws of achievement. And as a result, most people never achieve very much. And he got told to do it. Well, after he did it, then this book, The Laws of Think and Grow Rich, came out of it. And this is what I was really into studying. You know that within a year, my income was at $175,000. Now, at the beginning, the end of this meeting, Arash is going to be giving you a directive. And what I would suggest you do is listen very carefully to him. This is a goal card that I have my goal written on. I carry this in my pocket. Every time I put my hand in my pocket and touch that card, the picture that's in my mind flashes on the screen in my mind. I painted the picture in words on the card and stuck it in the cells in my brain. Well, that's how I went from earning $4,175, and I did it in less than a year. This is no formal education, no business experience. I had no idea what I was doing. In less than 5 years, I was over $1 million a year. I had business operating in Toronto, Montreal, Boston, Cleveland, Atlanta, Sunday, and London, England. If you ask me how I did, I had no idea. I had no idea. I have found that through the repetition of what I'm talking about. The action of repeating something that has already been said or written. Ray said to me, if you repeat every day, your life will change. You got me to do it. I committed to do it.
Let's
and
try
God knows why. I kept that commitment.
raw cacao, white charge.
In my 60th year.
I'm excited.
I don't read a lot of it. I just open and read something. Right here. That's just where I open it now. Remember, too, that all who succeed in life get off to a bad start. They pass through many heartbreaking struggles before they arrive. The turning point in the lives of those who succeed usually comes at the moment of some crisis, through which they're introduced to their other self. Yeah, just read that. I mean, that's it. Well, 1968, I was their vice president of sales because that's something I wrote on the card. I decided I wanted to work with them. I wanted to work right beside them. And I had an office.
It's very delicious. It's very delicious.
This is like sales. And you know, Earl taught me something that is so valuable. And I want to share it with you. He said, you know, Bob, there's an enormous difference between knowledge and experience. Now, I want you to think about that. Because when he sat down and explained this to him. And he said, before we agreed you were going to come here, Bob, to work, we checked you out. And that's when he told me, he said, you've got something very strong going for you that we need in our company. And that's when he told me, he said, there's an enormous difference between knowledge and experience. He said, you see, Bob, if we read the book, if we understand it, we can talk about what's in it. We have some knowledge. But he said experience is totally different. Experience is when you've done it. So you just don't think this is right information. You know it's the right information. What I teach here in our programs, I don't wonder if it works. I know it works. I did the 87 in July, and I feel like I'm just getting warmed up. I have no intentions of slowing down.
Fact.
We're millions of dollars. We operate all over the world.
Fact.
And I believe we share some of the most powerful information in the world. It's not just something I've studied. It's something I did. And it was only after I did a lot of this that I got help. Because one day in London, I was thinking, how the heck did I do this? I was actually being irresponsible. I was earning over $1 million. I could do a Playboy Club and Flavor Life on the Hyde Park, right next to the Hyde London Hill. And I didn't care if I lost the money because I knew where the money was. And one day I thought, this is being very irresponsible.
And of course, nobody needs sugar. Industry sugar. You don't need processed food. You don't need Snickers or something else. Or Mars. Yeah, you don't need that. Actually, you need only when you want to help your blood pressure, blood sugar. When you want to help your blood sugar, you only need for sugar measuring dates. Measuring dates. You only need that, or raw honey. Wir in Germany and Imkermeister Krüger, Allgäuer Waldimkerei. Have the raw honey, 60 grams, delicious honey, non-processed. Yeah, so you only need that for sugar.
And say, how the heck did this happen to me?
Don't hate me for that.
I have been
Don't hate me for that.
struggling all my life. Up until I met Ray, he gave me the book to study. I've really been struggling my whole life. Never had a half-decent job. Had nothing really going for me. And here I am, owning a company that operates in 7 cities, 3 countries. And I thought, how did it happen? And I couldn't figure it out. You see, I knew I wasn't lucky. I just had an innate awareness that I was not lucky. And I've been raised to believe that turning around money to be really smart. I knew I wasn't really smart. I knew that. I knew a lot of people thought I was, but I knew I wasn't really smart. And I've been raised.
Actually, at the end, I'm gonna give you a review from that raw cacao, like raw cacao. I give you a review, and I'm gonna put some distilled creamy honey.
And since that's what
Actually, distilled honey, creamy. You know it. Like, come on.
And that's where I learned power of
You put it elsewhere.
I was sitting with a lady, Catherine Weishaupt, from Germany. She is in Germany. And I was sitting,
Come on.
like a review meeting with her. She's a consultant of her company. And I was sitting with Gina, my assistant, and Catherine said, I believe success is 5% strategy and is 95% mindset. I've never heard that before. And I looked at her. I just intuitively knew she was right. I knew she was right.
Thistle honey, creamy, 60 grams. I love it.
I knew it. When I was on the street in England, I don't even know if I knew what strategizing meant.
So,
I didn't feel
raw honey,
why would I?
raw cacao,
I didn't want to school.
Demeter yogurt, apples, some nuts. What do you want more? Watermelon,
Success is
Michelin dates. Bismillah.
95% mindset. You see, it's all about the mind. It's about your mindless mind.
What do you want more?
Now, before tomorrow, I'm going to show you.
Eat clean food, eat healthy, because health is wealth. And you see that I can put added some weights on with healthy and clean food. So, no excuses. When you're fat, eat God's food and fast. When you're not fat, eat clean food, God food, and fast.
Self-explain things in a very simple manner. I don't want to complicate it. The people that taught it to me did that. They kept it very simple. It's about your mindless mind. As Manuel taught me, he said it's all in awareness, Bob. He said there's a marvelous inner world that exists within us. And the revelation of such a world enables us to do, to attain, to achieve anything we desire within the bounds or limits of nature. Now this is vitally important information. I have never really studied finance. I'm not a financial guy. I've earned millions, literally millions of dollars. I think it's the easiest thing in the world to do. But I'm not financial. I really don't. And I had my own company. But you know, we go back to what Einstein said. If we get the picture and we get into the energy of the good we desire, you can't help it. Have it manifest. Around 15 years ago, we had a lady come to the seminar who was a securities attorney. Oh, we've got a little friend here. And Sandy Gallagher was a securities attorney, very successful one. She became fascinated with what we were teaching. One thing led to another. I'm going down the road pretty fast here. And Sandy Gallagher became my business partner. Sandy is really a financial genius. She really is. She was buying and selling banks, turning banks public. Harry Law didn't mean nothing about finance. And I attracted the perfect business partner for me. And I could just go ahead and do what I love doing. And I knew that our company was in good hands with that. And Sandy,
Actually, you can also eat that white stuff from that watermelon.
now why am I mentioning this?
You can also eat it, so don't waste it.
You can and will attract whatever you require to cause whatever picture you're holding in your mind to move into form. It's not an accident. There is a marvelous inner world that exists within us. And the revelation of such a world enables us to do, to attain, to achieve anything we desire within the bounds or limits of nature. Now, that law and that truth was taught me that. He taught me so many things. God, I miss him. Val and I became great friends. We did a lot of work together. Well, he was a big guy. I've always been not that big. I was about 135 pounds when I started to work with him. We'd be out on the road, both like buying clothes. We'd go into a clothes store. He said, "Gang, men's clothes in here." He was always driven. He said, "You know, this guy has to run around the shower to get making excuses for him being he was, but sure a great guy. Now, he's the one that woke me up, and then he introduced me to this drum. And he said, Bob, I want you to let that represent you. And he said, the big circle represents your mind. Top half of it is your conscious mind. And the bottom half is your subconscious mind. Now, you've been reading a lot about this, but I would suspect that you're very confused when you read a lot of this stuff. I think one of the best books on the subconscious mind is Dr. Joseph Murphy's book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. It's a phenomenal book. If you don't have it, your library's not complete. And anyway, he taught me this drawing, and he said, when you think of yourself, you get an image. You got to understand the mind is everything in your life. You learn how to work with it. I said, let's look at this. There's a mind. And there's a positive sign and a negative sign. And he said, that actually represents a law of polarity, the law of opposites. And he said here, a power flows into your consciousness. And when it flows into your consciousness, you create thoughts. You literally create thoughts from a power that flows into your conscious mind. You can originate thoughts. You can think something that no one has ever thought before. You have a unique ability to do this. It's the thoughts that you think in your conscious mind that you impress upon your subconscious mind that causes you to feel the way you feel. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. Those feelings are expressed within through your physical body. That causes the action which produces the result. Now, getting them all lined up is called attitude. Now, some people line up on the negative side. They're going to see what's wrong. You know something, they're right. There's something wrong. Other people go on the positive side. They see what's good. And they're right. There's something good. You can find what's right or wrong in anything. Doesn't matter what you're looking at. If you want to find what's wrong with my presentation, just keep looking. Take a pen, pencil, you're going to get busy. If you want to look at what's right, look at that. There's a power flowing into our consciousness, and we have the ability to think anything we want to think. And it's the thoughts we think that causes the feelings, because we get emotion involved. That causes the body to move into action and produce results. Now, this drawing is without question so valuable and so misunderstood. And he went on to explain more about the conscious mind. He said that's your thinking mind, guys. Problem with most people is they don't think. They really don't think. Mental activity never constitutes thinking. Never forgot it. He said that is your thinking mind. It's also referred to as the emotional mind. This is you I'm talking about. Now, as I keep building this idea, you're really going to get to know yourself, the world you live in, and the laws that govern your being a lot better. Yet, as you understand yourself a lot better, you're going to find your finances are going to improve, your health is going to improve, your relationships are going to improve, your whole world starts to get better. The educated mind is also referred to sometimes the intellectual mind. That's where all these intellectual factors are. Remember I told you yesterday, there's perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, and intuition. There's 6 of them. They are our mental muscles. And as you start to understand how to develop them, you can become a very powerful person. If you've ever been in seminars back in, you know that I can walk up to a person and call them all the way. Everything goes inside, goes inside. It's your intuitive factor that enables you to do that. We hide it. And I always do this in a seminar to show off a little bit. I want to really get your attention to see what I can do. But then what I really want to do is say,
I'm actually full, and I have left.
Watch other people do things, and we become fascinated if they're doing it really well. What we want to understand, if we want to do it, we can do what they're doing. The subconscious mind is your emotional mind. unfortunately, I'm sad. You've got the water being fed into that part of
We're gonna eat it the next day, so
over here on the side, because
I hope you enjoy it,
you
and
have the ability to choose. And because you can choose, you can accept or reject everything that comes down the road. Everything. Because there's a lot of crazy information coming at us through TV, newspapers, radio, television. Just overhearing restaurants conversations they're doing over there. You can accept or reject everything, and then you have the ability to choose. Now, the subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to do all these things.
of course I'm gonna put the link from Roro in the description because it's very delicious, very delicious, very delicious, and it's a other taste like when you know, like, it's really incredible taste. Like, I can explain it. It's the first time that I eat raw cacao, and actually matcha is also the first time that I eat it. So it's a different kind of flavor, actually. However, it's good, and it tastes delicious, and you can use it before you go to the gym. You can use it actually always. So eat raw cacao. Yeah, it's delicious. So drop a like, drop a comment. Don't forget SDC. We catch every soul of the planet with love and peace. And SDC, nobody can leave. Shout out to Max Fry. See you later. It will be